In the next question, we have been told to multiply the given polynomials. So we have to multiply 2x with x square minus 2x minus 1. So we have 2x which is a monomial and x square minus 2x minus 1 which is a trinomial. So we are multiplying both of them. So either we can put them in brackets and multiply, or we can write down like that also. Okay, since 2x is monomial, we'll not put it in the bracket, but x square minus 2x minus 1 will put it in a bracket because sometimes there are changes in the signs. So let us start. Now look here, I have written a multiplication sign. I have written this monomial here, and instead of semicolon I have written multiplication sign here, and I have written down this trinomial. Okay, now let us multiply. So how will I multiply? I will multiply 2x with x square, then I'll put minus sign, then 2x with 2x, then I'll put this minus sign, 2x into 1. Let us do one by one. So first I'll multiply this 2x with x square, 2x with x square. Okay, let us see what we get. So there is no, so we always multiply number with number. Since there is no number here, I will get 2 into 1, which will be 2. Okay, so I'll write down 2. Now x into x square. Okay, now this is 1x and this is the another 2. So 1x and this 2x. How many will it be? 3. Okay, so this will be x cube. This will become x cube. I repeat once again. 2 into 1 will be 2, x into x square will be x cube. Now we will multiply the next pair, 2x with 2x. Okay, but before that we'll put a minus sign because there is a minus sign here. Now 2 into 2 will be 4, x into x will be x square. How many x's are there? 2. So 2. Now we finished multiplying this both. Now put this minus sign here, and we will multiply this 2x with 1 now. Okay, so when I multiply this 2x with 1, I get answer as 2x. Okay, so this is how we multiply a polynomial with a polynomial. Now again, here are two polynomials, x raised to 5 minus 1 and x cube plus 2x square plus 2. So I write down both the polynomials in the brackets which I have written there. And now how are we going to multiply? See, when you have a binomial and a trinomial to multiply, how do? You take first term of a binomial and multiply with the entire trinomial like this. I will multiply x raised to 5 with x cube. First I'll write down this. I'll multiply x raised to 5 with this entire bracket first. So that is what I write down. I write down see, I write it like this, x raised to 5 with this entire bracket. I have multiplied this with the entire bracket. Now next will be, you will multiply minus 1 with the entire bracket. This minus 1 with this entire bracket. Okay. So let me do that. So I write down minus 1 and x cube plus 2x square plus 2. Okay. Now one by one we are going to open the brackets. How? We will first open the brackets like that. X raised to 5 into x raised to 3 or x cube. So how many total x? 5 and 3 will be 8. So x raised to 8. There, put this plus sign. Now x raised to 5 with this. So now we multiply number with number. So there is no number here, means there is 1. 1 into 2 will be 2. X raised to 5 and x raised to 2 will give you x raised to 7. Okay. Next, plus this x raised to 5 you will do with 2. So x raised to 5 into 2 will be 2x raised to 5. Now this will be minus because minus into plus will be minus. Now here also we will multiply 1 with minus 1 with x cube. So 1 minus 1 into x cube will be minus x cube. Similarly, we'll multiply minus 1 with the 2x square. So minus 1 into 1 is 2, minus into plus is minus, and 2x square. Understanding? Yes. And then similarly minus 1 into 2. So 2 ones will be 2 and minus into plus will be minus. Always remember children, when we add or subtract, okay, that time we take sign of a bigger number, not when we multiply and divide. We take the sign of a bigger number only when we are adding or subtracting. When we are multiplying and dividing, we do not take the sign of a bigger number. Okay, when we multiply or divide, whatever will be the combination, we just write it down. Okay, so now after getting these, we are going to arrange them in a proper order. Let us check. X raised to 8, 2x raised to 7, 2x 5, minus x cube, minus 2x square, minus 2. They are already in the order and there is nothing to add here. So we stop here. This is how we multiply. Okay, now let us move towards the third sum. Now again we have the last question in this multiplication. You are multiplying a binomial with a trinomial. So as always, I have written it in the bracket with a multiplication sign. Now how am I going to solve this? I'll be doing 2y with this entire bracket and then plus 1 with the entire bracket. First let me write down 2y with this entire bracket. So I write down this entire bracket and outside I write down. So this is how I write 2y with this. I don't put this in bracket because it is a monomial. That's why I've written it directly. And when there is no sign in between, that means it is a multiplication here. Now after multiplying 2y with this entire bracket, I'll multiply 1. So plus 1. So this I'm going to multiply plus 1 with this entire bracket. Okay. So plus 1 and y square minus 2y cube plus 3y. Okay. Now then slowly I'll open the brackets and try to solve 2y into y square. So 2 into 1 will, see, we multiply number with numbers. So 2 into y will, 2 into 1 will be 2, 1 2y and this 1 by total y 3. Okay, minus, I'll multiply the next one, 2y with this. So 2 2s will be 4, this 2 2s will be 4, this 1 by and this 3y, so 4y plus 2 3s will be 6. Okay, 2 3s will be 6 and y into y will be y square. This plus, now next one, for this 1 into y square, so plus y square, because 1 into 1 will be 1 and y square will be y square. Since this has been multiplied with 1, anything multiplied will be 1 with the 1 is the same thing. So in this will entire thing, 1 into this will also be 2y cube and 1 into this will be 3y square. Okay. So on multiplying all these 3, I get like this. Now let us try to write down the like terms together and also in the proper order. So on this I find out that 4 is the highest power. So I'll write down that first. Okay, so out of this I write down minus 4y raised to 4 first. Minus 4y raised to 4. After 4 comes 3. So I'll write down plus 2y cube. But there is one more here. So minus 2y cube. Then after 3 comes 2. I have 2 here. So plus 6y square plus y square. And finally after y square we'll write down y, which is here. Okay. Now we'll add like terms together. 4y raised to 4 is alone. So this will remain alone. Y cube there are 2. So you are going to solve these 2. Y square also there are 2. So we'll solve this. And 3y will again remain alone. Okay. So let us try to solve. So for this minus 4y raised to 4, we'll write down as it is. Minus 4y raised to 4 plus 2 minus 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. So this becomes 0. plus 6 plus 1 is 7y square plus 3y. Okay, so finally I'll write down the answer, minus 4y raised to 4 plus 7y square plus 3y. The fifth question is, divide the first polynomial by the second polynomial and write the answer in the form dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Now children, when we have asked to divide anything, it is very important that our dividend should be in proper standard form. What do I mean by dividend? See children, this which is given to us, this is called as a dividend, and this we are going to divide by this. So this is a divisor, this is a dividend, and this is a divisor. We have to find out the quotient and remainder by dividing these two. So dividend should always be in a standard form. There is cube here and directly a number here, right? So the power of 2 and 1 are missing because here there is no power. That means there is the power x raised to 0, right? So x raised to 0 is here, cube is here. So what is missing is 2 and 1. So first of all, we'll express this x cube minus 64 in standard form. How do we write this? So x cube minus 64 can be written as x cube, and in between we want square, right? So we want square, we want x also, and this is 64, not a problem. Why is this 64 children? Because this is 3 power, this is 2 power, this is 1, and this is 0. Okay, now here this is our actual, this number and this one, this is there in the question. Yes, but this was not there, this we have put on our own. So the numbers that we put here is zeros, and we can put a plus sign. So we have converted this x cube minus 64 in this form. We write, see whatever is missing now, we put 0 for it and we write down the power. Now let us see how we divide. So for that, we write down, make this division. We write down the divisor outside, x minus 4, and inside I write, instead of this I'll write down this, x cube plus 0x square plus 0x minus 64. This is what we write down. Now let us see how are we going to divide it. Okay, now how do we start? So if you don't understand now, what you should do, x into what gives you x cube. So how will you calculate that? In the rough, you can write down like this, x into something should give you x cube. Okay, x into something should give you x cube. So x into what will give you x cube? 2, right? Because this is 1, so when you take 2 more, you will get x cube. So here we write down x cube. Understanding? X into x cube. Sorry, x is x square. This x into x square gives me x cube. Whenever you divide, okay, what you do, you write down a minus sign here. So similarly, we are going to put a minus sign here, which will give me 0. Okay, this will give me 0. You can write it or you can leave it as it is also. Okay, now, so you used this. What about this 4? So in the same step, what you do, after by using x, you get this x square. Now in the next step, you multiply this minus 4 and x square. So I'll do it here, minus 4 into x square. So minus 4 into x square will be minus 4x square. Now where is x square here? Here. So this minus 4x square, this minus 4x square, I'll put it here. Minus 4x square. You can write down it only below x square. Okay. So now when you subtract, what happens? Minus sign comes here, but here it is minus sign. So minus into minus will become plus. So whenever you are doing this division, whatever is the number sign here, you write down the opposite of it. Okay. So now this minus sign is no more applicable to this. This 4 has got a plus sign now. Okay, so now we'll do this. 4 plus 0 will be 4x square. Okay, this is 0, this you have solved. We are not going to use it again. So 4x square, and copy down the remaining 4x square plus 0x minus 64. Okay, now again x into what will give me 4x square. X into what will give me 4x square. Okay, so there is 1 here, no number means 1 into what gives 4? 1 into 4. And there is x here, so x into what gives you x square? X into x. So what is the quotient here? 4x. Understood? Now, since there is a plus sign here, we put plus sign. Now, so by vx into this gives me this. Now I'll multiply the second term with the minus 4 with this quotient which I got. So minus 4 into 4x. So 4 4s is 16, minus into plus is minus, and x. So minus 16x. Where will I write minus 16x? Okay, so for x into this, first I'll write down x into 4x is 4x square, and 4 4s are 16x. That I'll write down here. So minus 16x. After writing both, what we do is we change their signs. So this becomes minus, this becomes plus. And this is not there now. So this will become 0. Now 16 plus 0 will be 16x, and I write on the remaining 64. Okay, now x into what will give you 16x? X into what will give you 16x? So x into 16. So x into 16 will give me 16x. Okay, there is positive plus sign here, so plus. Now, my next step is what? Minus 4 into 16. Minus 4 into 16, which will be 64, and sign minus into plus is minus. So minus 64 I'll write down here. But since there is plus sign here, it will become minus, and this plus minus sign becomes plus. This is not there. So 16 minus 16 will be 0. 64 plus 64 minus 64 will also be 0. So our final answer will be 0. So what is the quotient here? Quotient is this, and remainder is 0. Right? So we will express it in the form of dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So first I write down the dividend. Yes. So the dividend will be what? So I have to write down this in the form of dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So first I will write down the dividend. Dividend is x cube minus 64. So write down x cube minus 64. Then divisor. Divisor is x minus 4. So that is equal to x minus 4. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient, multiplication. So quotient is x square plus 4x plus 16. So multiplication x square plus 4x plus 16 plus remainder. Yes, plus remainder. Remainder is 0. So this is how we express our first sum. Okay. Now let us proceed towards the second sum. Now, in the next sum, this is the dividend. So first step is to check whether all the terms are in the standard form. So let us see whether the polynomial is in the standard form. 5, 4, 3, 2. There is no x. X raised to 1 is not there. So, and number is there. So only what is missing here? X raised to 1. So I write down this. I change this. I write down 5x raised to 5, 4x raised to 4, minus 3x cube, plus 2x square, plus 0x. Okay, we have to change this, plus 2. Now, let me divide it. Okay, so I'll divide it. So now, first step will be x into what gives you x raised to 5. So in rough, you can try x into what gives you 5x raised to 5. So no number here means 1. 1 into 5 gives me 5, and there are 5x here, 1x is here, so how many x here? 4. Okay, so 5x raised to 4. So x square into 5x raised to, okay, we have x square here, I'm so sorry. X square into what will give you 5x raised to 5? X square into what will give you 5x raised to 5? Okay, so 1 into 5 will give me 5x raised to 5, and x square is there here. How many x I am needing? 3. So 5x raised to 3. So here in the quotient I'll write down 5x raised to 3. Okay, now the next step will be multiplying this x with this, right? So in the next step, minus x into 5x cube minus x into 5x cube. With sign you are going to multiply. No number means 1. So 1 into 5 is 5. and x into x cube will be x raised to 4. Also the sign, minus sign here. Okay, so minus x raised to 4. Okay, minus x raised to 4. So x square into 5x cube gives you 5x raised to 5. This into this gives me 5x raised to 5, and this into this gives me minus 5x raised to 4. Okay, we draw a line. Now plus sign here, so this becomes minus, this is minus, so this becomes plus. This is no longer available now. So 5 minus 5 will be 0, so it gets cancelled. 5 plus 4 is what? 9x raised to 4. And copy the remaining 3x cube plus 2x square plus 0x plus 2. Okay, now x square into, now next x, I want to find out x square into what gives me 9x raised to 4. Okay, so 1 into 9 will give me 9, and x square, and I need x raised to 4, so x square here, right? So x square into 9x square will give me 9x raised to 4. There is plus sign, so I put a plus sign. Okay, similarly after getting this quotient, we multiply this with the next term. So minus x into 9x square, so minus x into 9x square. So what will it give me? 9 ones are 9, x square into x is x cube, and minus sign. Okay, so here I am getting x cube, so here I will write down below the x cube only minus 9x cube, but this will change, sign of the second one changes, so minus becomes, here minus becomes plus. Okay, so here this will get cancelled. 9 minus 3 will be 6 x cube plus 2x square plus 0x plus 2. Okay, now since there is plus sign here, we'll put a plus sign. X square into what gives you x cube? X square into what gives you 6x cube. So no number means 1 into 6 gives me 6. X square into x gives me x cube. So x square into, this is 6x. So x square into 6x gives me 6x cube. And the next step will be minus x into 6x. Minus x into 6x. So 1 6 is 6. X into x is x square. Okay, x into x is x square. So now x minus x into 6x is plus 6x, sorry, minus into plus is minus. So minus into plus is minus, so this becomes minus 6x square. Let us solve this. This becomes minus, this is minus, so this becomes plus, and this is now no longer used. So 6 minus 6 will be 0. 6 plus 2 is 8x square. This will be 0x plus 2. Now x square into what will give you 8x square? X square into what will give you 8x square? X square into what will give you 8x square? So x square is already there, I only need to put 8, right? And there is a plus sign, so I put a plus sign. X square plus 8 gives into 8 gives you 8x square. And now second step will be minus x into 8. So minus x into 8. Minus x into 8 will be what? Minus x into 8. So that will be minus 8x. Yes, minus 8x. So that minus 8x I'll write down below 0x. You will write down below the similar variables only, in the below the like terms only. So this becomes minus, this becomes plus. Okay, so 8 plus 0 will be 8x, and this remains 2. Now we cannot solve this further because we have x square here. and here we have x. X square is bigger than this, right? So we cannot solve it further. We stop here, and then we express this in the form of dividend. So dividend will be this. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So let us write down in that form. So this is how we write it down. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, plus remainder. So this is how we write down our final answer. Okay, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, thank you.